How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. And, Russian Imperial Stout time in the form of Avery's the Czar. I've had this before, but it's been quite a while. And I think the last time I did have this, it was a couple years old. And this one's fresh, so definitely a new experience. And, yeah, looking forward to it. As far as what it says on the bottle, Avery Brewing Company up top, Avery Brewing Company down here, Dictator Series, the Czar Imperial Stout, supremely limited, batch number 13, October 2014. This is February 2015. It's got a couple months on it, so it's not super green, but I like my Russian Imperials to at least have 2-3 years on them. So we'll see what it has to offer. Government warning stuff on this side. Story time on this side. Brewed and bottled by Avery Brewing Company, Boulder, Colorado. Inhale the noble Halarat hops, spicy and floral. Savor the flavors redolent of English toffee, rich mocha, sweet molasses, candied currants, and a hint of anise. This tyrannical monster is ready to liberate now, but we highly recommend cellaring additional bottles as the Czar will continue to mature and become denser and more complex with age. Brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, imported specially malted barley, imported German hops, and English yeast. Done and done. Nothing else on the bottle. Label-wise, it's cool. I'm usually typically a big fan of Avery's bottles. Always gotta love the foil top. Label's cool. There's just something about it. It's just a bit off for me. It's cool. One of the cooler labels, you know, but just a little bit off. Again, I'm nitpicking, so whatever. Let's see what this sucker has to offer. You can smell the malted barley from here, man. Or roasted malts. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that is coffee ice cream head right there. Super infinite tiny bubbles up to a crazy creamy top. It almost looks like a kind of root beer float kind of thing going on there. Nice little carbonation, little super bubble, micro bubbles right below the head. Color-wise, you can glean some color through there. I mean, if I hold this directly up to some light, I can get just a little bit of super dark, rich mahogany color out of it. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty dark. So yeah, it looks the part of a Russian Imperial. Let's see if it plays the part in the nose. Super spicy. Didn't expect that. And you can definitely smell the anise, which is kind of weird. I'm used to anise being the dominant factor in some Belgian darks, but for Russian Imperial, you know, I can see where it could come into play, and I can see where it would work, but it's kind of unique. Roasted malts, not too crazy. You know, a little bit of toffee, a little caramel going on there. Slight hint of coffee. But it's just got this, like, hop spice to it that some Russian Imperials do. I don't like my Russian Imperials to be too hop forward. They put hops first on a list here, so chances are it's going to be a bit hop forward. It's also only a couple months old, so if there are any hops that are forward, it hasn't had time for them to die down. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a super crazy in-your-face nose, but it smells fluffy and delicious, and it smells well balanced. So hopefully that's what we get in the mouth. Let's find out. Cheers. The nose is exactly what's in the beer, which is fantastic. I love when a nose exactly mimics a beer. It has that slight, tiniest, ever so slightest hop bite to it. Makes it a bit dry in your mouth, which I don't mind. I don't like super hop forward in my Russian Imperial, but this is kind of welcoming. It's got this nice super fluffiness to it. It's not dense and thick, but it's got this almost Doppelbock kind of fluffiness to it, which I'm a Doppelbock slut, so that works for me. Nice roasted malts, but they're not over the top. Nothing about this beer is over the top. Everything's just kind of working in harmony. The toffee caramel, and that just slight tinge of anise is kind of cool. I'm gonna say it. It's a weird thing too, because I don't like licorice, And it tastes like licorice. I do not like licorice. Can't stand it. Can't stand Zambuca. But for some reason, it does work in my beer. So, yeah, overall, it's a really nice Russian Imperial. Avery is one of my favorite breweries, especially their barrel-aged stuff. Their barrel-aged program is out of this world. Their lower beers, again, are quite nice. They're made well, but they are quote-unquote lower beers. This is like their bombers, or usually their kind of mid-tier stuff. You're talking about 8.5% alcohol. I didn't read that off. With a 55 IBU Russian Imperial Stout coming off like this. I believe I paid $9 for a bottle. I mean, really, you can't ask for that much more. And like I said, I have had this age, and it does age quite beautifully. So, yeah, just a great representation of Russian Imperial Stout. Something that I'm definitely going to heed the warning on the label and pick up a couple more bottles and kind of sell them. Rating-wise, overall, I'd give it a 87. 87 overall. I mean, it doesn't blow me away, but it's super well balanced, super great. I should give it a little bit higher score, but I'm just going to give it an 87. Value and availability. I don't see it that often in my area, but I see it every now and then, so I'll give it a value availability of like 5. Value, I'd give it like an 8, just because you're talking $9 for a beautiful beer like that. You can't go wrong. So, yeah, 87. And decent scores, value and availability. I mean, absolutely fantastic beer. If you're into Russian Imperial Stouts in its truest form, something that's not overtly hop forward, it's worth giving a whirl. If you want something that is pushing 10%, has a beautiful fluffy mouthfeel, and has zero booze whatsoever going on in it, and that's your boy right there. So, another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you'd like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Untapped. Massive beers in all 4 of those places. Yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a beautiful Russian Imperial Stout right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.